All right, welcome back everyone to another deep dive into PDC Olympia. You ready to dive back into the world of Munich pool?
Always game for more PBC Olympia action. They always bring the drama both on and off the felt.
That they do. So for those who haven't been following along, we're talking about a legendary pool hall. Founded back in '79, 6 teams strong in the Bavarian League, this place is practically swimming in history and rivalries.
This club's got stories I can tell. Where do we even start?
Let's start with the league. How do Munich pool sharks do?
Well, the first team, they had a bit of a rough go in the Oberliga this time around. Faced off against Rosenheim, and let's just say it wasn't pretty.
Rosenheim. They're no joke, those guys. Always a tough opponent. What was the damage?
They took a pretty heavy hit, yeah, 8-2 the final score.
Oof, that's a tough one to swallow. But hey, that's league play for you, right? Always ebbs and flows, highs and lows. What about the other PBC Olympia teams? Anybody managed to pull out a win?
Oh, absolutely. The second team, they brought the heat in the Landesliga, completely dominated PBC Hassergheim to 8-2 final score there.
No, that's what I'm talking about. A little redemption story. Anybody in particular we should be giving kudos to? Any standout performances?
Alex Steinhoff and Josef Schlenk, they were on fire that match. Swept all their games.
All their games. Now that's impressive. Talk about a dynamic duo.
And the wins didn't stop there. Third team, they snagged another victory in the Landesliga, took down PBC Lauingen 6-4.
Okay, now we're talking. Who are the heroes in this match? Anyone we should have our eye on?
Relente Nicoletti, remember him? He had another killer performance.
Wait, he coaches A&D who plays at this level? That's incredible. He must be one exhausted dude. But seriously, how does he do it?
Your guess is as good as mine. Maybe it's that coaching mindset. Translates to his own game. Whatever it is, it's working. Well, unfortunately, it's not all sunshine and roses for PBC Olympia.
Oh, no, don't tell me. Let me guess. The fourth team.
You got it.
Surely the fourth team kept the momentum going.
Not quite. They actually had their second loss in a row. Found themselves staring up from the bottom of the Kreisliga table.
2 losses. Ouch. That's rough. What happened? Did they just completely fall apart?
Not exactly. It was actually a pretty close match. Could have gone either way, really.
So what went wrong?
Well, Andres Siade had a chance to clinch it for them.
Andreas Siade. That name rings a bell. He's got a nickname, right? Something about beer.
Bierkapitän.
That's right, the Bierkapitän. Man, that takes me back. And I'm getting the feeling those two passions don't always mix well on the pool table.
You could say that. Rumor has it his beverage choices during the match might have played a role in the loss. Let's just say there were whispers of a certain beverage making an appearance, and it wasn't water.
Oh man, classic Bierkapitän. But come on, he wasn't the only reason they lost, right?
Well, about that. He had the chance to win it all, twice, and choked. Both times.
No way. Twice.
First, in the 9-ball game, he was up 5-2, ended up losing 5-6.
Ouch.
And if that wasn't painful enough, he fumbled his 10-ball game too. Went from 4-2 to a final score of 4-5.
2 chokeholds in one match. Let's talk about another player who caught my eye. Patrick Gieselman. Or should I say, the double god. What's so godly about his game?
Gieselman, the man, the myth, the stop shot legend.
Speaking of legends, can we talk about that stop shot for a sec?
Yeah.
For those of us who don't speak fluent pool, what makes it so special?
Imagine this. You hit the cue ball, and it just stops. Dead in its tracks. No rolling, no nothing, just pure control.
Sounds like magic. No wonder people love it.
It's like bending the laws of physics on a pool table. And Patrick, he's the master, especially those doubles matches. You should see him.
I bet. Sounds like quite the show. So we've got Andreas, maybe not playing his best, but they got Patrick, the stop shot wizard.
He's practically legendary for his doubles matches, hence the double god title.
But what makes him so dominant? What's his secret weapon?
The stop shot. Gieselman has elevated it to an art form. We're talking perfect speed control, cue ball positioning, leaving his opponents completely baffled.
It sounds like he's mastered this one specific skill to the point where it's almost unfair.
You could say that. Some even call him a one-trick pony. But when that one trick is executed flawlessly, time after time, it hardly seems fair to call it a weakness, does it?
That's a good point. But is there anyone who sees his laser focus on the stop shot as a potential weakness? Like, maybe he should broaden his horizons, try some other shots.
Oh, absolutely. There's always that debate in any sport, right?
Yep.
Specialize in one thing and become the absolute best at it, or become well-rounded in all aspects of the game.
Right, the classic specialist versus generalist debate.
Yeah.
And in Gieselman's case, it sounds like he's firmly in the specialist camp.
100%. And you know what? It's working for him.
Can't argue with results.
Despite the team's loss, he was a beast in the doubles matches.
Ah, the Stop Shot King lives up to his name. But it makes you wonder, can you really carry a whole team just by being a master of one shot? But hey, maybe that's what makes PBC Olympia so great. Bigger personalities, unpredictable games, and just a touch of chaos. And speaking of chaos, we haven't even touched on the drama from the annual meeting and club championship.
Chaos might be putting it lightly, but first things first, the annual meeting itself. They had a great turnout, almost 20 members.
Wow, that's impressive. What was on the agenda?
Well, the usual. Club updates, financial reports, that sort of thing. Oh, and Weisswurst and pretzels.
Of course. It wouldn't be a PBC Olympia meeting without those.
The club provided the food, and one of the third team players, Nico Bojani, generously supplied the drinks.
Nice. Always good to have someone looking out for the beverage situation.
Anyway, Tony Wollman and our Bierkapitän, Andreas Seid, were tasked with reviewing the financial report. After a very thorough review, they deemed it mostly accurate.
Mostly accurate. I love it. It sounds like there's a story behind every detail in this club.
There really is. It's all in good fun, of course. But it's those little details, those inside jokes and quirks that give a club its character.
Absolutely. It's what makes PBC Olympia so unique. They take their pool seriously, but they also know how to have a good time.
Exactly. It's all about finding that balance between competition and camaraderie. And I think that's something that really shines through in everything they do. Remember that touch of chaos we mentioned?
Oh, right. There's always a twist. All right, spill the tea. What went down?
So there was this complaint about something on the club's website.
Okay, now I'm intrigued. What could possibly cause such a stir in the world of PBC Olympia's online presence?
Well, someone thought it would be a brilliant idea to create a Bierschulden tracker.
What? You're going to have to explain this. The beer debt tracker. Seriously?
You heard right. It was a digital tool for keeping track of, beer debts among members.
You've got to be kidding me. That's either brilliant or completely ridiculous. Or maybe both. I don't even know what to say.
Right. It definitely sparked a debate. The anonymous complainer was not happy, thought it was unprofessional, argued that a serious pool club shouldn't have such a thing on their website.
Like a serious cool club, they
Right.
say. Part of me agrees, but the other part of me kind of loves it. It's so PBC Olympia. So what happened? Did this Bierschulden tracker survive the meeting?
Sadly, no. The keep it serious side won out. The tracker got the boot.
Too bad. It sounds like it was fun while it lasted. Any guesses on who was behind it? My money's on our friend, the Bierkapitän.
My lips are sealed. But let's move on to something a little less controversial. The Vereinsmeisterschaft, the Grand Club Championship.
Ah, yes. The main event. Who emerged victorious from this battle of the pool cues?
Well, after a lot of back and forth nail-biting shots, Anton Hestet took home the trophy.
Anton Hestet. That name sounds familiar. He's one of their top players, right?
Exactly. One of PBC Olympia's star players. Oberliga player. He was definitely a favorite going into the tournament.
Well, there you have it.
He's known for his strategic play and his ability to stay cool under pressure.
Skill prevails once again. Who else was in the running?
Nico Ehlers gave him a run for his money, came in second.
Impressive. What about the others?
Let's see. Klaus Mueller snagged a respectable fourth place.
Not bad, not bad.
But the real story, the one that had everyone talking, was Valente Nicoletti.
Wait, Nicoletti, the coach. You're kidding, right?
I'm serious. He actually secured a very impressive third-place finish.
Okay, now that is impressive.
Yeah.
To reach the top 3 in a club championship is no easy feat.
Right. I mean, the guy's clearly got skills both on and off the table.
But there's a twist, isn't there? You said everyone was talking about Nicoletti. What's the story?
Well, rumor has it that Nicoletti, the coach who emphasizes the stop shot in his training sessions, the shot he's always preaching about,
Yep.
he allegedly had some trouble with, the stop shot during the championship.
You're kidding me. The irony. It's like poetry.
It's amazing how these things happen, right? Even the most experienced players, even coaches, they can have their off days.
That's true. It's a good reminder that everyone's still learning, still growing in this game.
Absolutely.
A testament to the depth of talent in PBC Olympia, wouldn't you say?
Oh, absolutely. This club's got it all, that's for sure.
What's happening in the 9-ball tournament?
It's like having a whole other competition running alongside the team matches. Individual stories, individual goals, keeps things interesting.
You said it. So give us the lowdown. Who's dominating the 9-ball scene at PBC Olympia?
Well, at the moment, Tino Werner is sitting pretty at the top of the leaderboard.
Tino Werner. Huh. Well. Looks like the veterans better watch out.
He's got some stiff competition. Valente Nicoletti is right on his tail in second place.
No surprise there. The man's a machine.
Yeah.
Coaching, playing, winning. He does it all. But remind me again, how many players make it to that final 9-ball showdown?
Top 16 players who've played at least 15 tournament games. So, gotta be consistent, show up, play your heart out.
It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Exactly.
Okay, so with Tino and Valente pretty much guaranteed those top spots, who's going to round out that top 16? Who's on the bubble?
It's a tight race, that's for sure. Right now, David's clinging to that 16th spot, but Alex, Magnus, Tony, and Costa are breathing down his neck. Any one of them could easily overtake him if he slips up.
Talk about pressure. Every shot counts when the stakes are that high.
But hey, that's PBC Olympia for you, right? Unpredictable, always entertaining. Who knows what surprises they'll throw our way next.
That's what keeps us coming back for more. One thing's for sure, we'll be here to break it all down, every last shot, every dramatic victory at every Bierkapitän moment. And to all you listeners out there, thanks for joining us on another wild ride into the heart of Munich's pool scene. Until next time, remember, keep practicing those trick shots and never underestimate the power of a well-placed style.